Good morning. Happy Friday Groove Day. How are all of you? It is Friday. Let's celebrate. Oh, what a week. Good morning, Seascape. Good morning, Katie Moonchild's World. Hi, Dolly, Wolf Girl Oracle. Hope you are all doing good. Hello to any lurkers and those that are catching the um, what do you call this? The replay. Oh my goodness. This is how we know it's Friday. The words don't come that well. Yes, celebrate good times. Come on, let's do it. Come on, celebrate. Oh man. Um, Gosh, what's going on? How are all of you doing? This week it's, I would say, a productive week. And I think I'm slowly trying to find my flow, but it's all coming together. And I don't know if any of you got up to see the smiley face in the sky. The moon had a chance to hang out with Saturn and Venus. So I didn't go to see it. Living in a city with tall buildings, it's not the most clear view that you can catch sometimes. And I'm not driving to any remote areas. So, but it looks like it was pretty cool. That's a good one, Seascape. I love that. Exactly. Words escape me on Friday. I use them up all week. So true. So true. I mean, you still might be able to see it. It was supposed to be the wee hours of this morning, but I would imagine that it will be there tonight, And then we have our new moon on, I believe it's Sunday, new moon in Taurus. So a lot happening. I don't have my local astrologers in here to tell us, go a little deeper with it all, but yeah, some cool things. So I'm going to grab my coffee because I need it. So get your coffee, whatever your beverage of choice is. And yeah, I couldn't get out the bed this morning. I was tired. I'll tell you what I did do last weekend. Ooh, she's hot. I did spring cleaning. Very proud of myself. It started out with I was only going to clean the one closet that I have in my living area because I already cleaned out a while back the bedroom closet, the hallway closet. Well, that closet led to cleaning out my file cabinets, cleaning out the hallway pantry cabinets and the kitchen cabinets. I think that's why I'm still recovering. I'm so tired. It was more than I thought it was. So I didn't get to go to donate my items as I thought I would. I mean, after throwing out about eight bags of trash, I was exhausted. So anyhow, I got everything ready to go. So that will be this weekend project. I have a bunch of e-waste. So I'm going to an e-waste station to properly dispose of all of my electronics. And then from there, I will go to the donation center and get rid of a plethora of things. I can't even tell you what's in there. So anywho, that's what I'm still recouping from. Oh, it's on the 2nd. Is it the 2nd of May? I thought it was this weekend. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, slow and steady. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I think sometimes I'm still in my 20s and I'm like, oh yeah, no big deal. I'll do this. And then I'll go dump all the stuff off at the Goodwill or, wherever I go. And yeah, no, easy peasy. Yeah, no. My body hurt so much. I can't even begin to tell you how badly I was in pain the next day. So I woke up in the middle of the night. I knew that it was going to get worse. So I'm not a big fan of taking ibuprofen, but every full blue moon or so, it calls. So I took one and I felt okay the next day. So, because I knew it was coming, I could feel it. It woke me up. The pain woke me up. And I said, oh boy, I'm going to be in for it. But all is well. All right. We're going to dive in a second. I really want to get a couple of sips of coffee in me here. Oh, and it's such a cleanse. My God, it's a beautiful, beautiful cleanse to release that old clutter that's holding you down. And sometimes you have to talk to yourself, right? Because it might be that one thing that you're like, oh, I'm going to use this. Or it might be a clothing item that you're like, oh man, in 10 more pounds off, I'll be in this thing. But yet you've had it for the past 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. Hello, Sylvia. Happy Friday to you. Definitely a spaciousness. Great. It feels great. Um, and that was a big purge. I'm probably going to have another one eventually because my daughter will be coming back with all of her stuff from college. And guess where it gets to land? It's another reason why I had to get that closet cleaned out so I had space to put her stuff. So, yeah, exactly. Get real, girl. Exactly. Hey, Core. Hello, hello. Happy Friday to you. It's your birthday, Core? Oh, you know what that means? It's Core's birthday. Me. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Core. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Core. Happy birthday. Go, Core. It's your birthday. You're going to party like it's your birthday. Go, go, go. Yay. Happy birthday, my friend. Oh, what are you doing? You doing anything fun for yourself? And relaxing is fun too, if that's what it is. How fun. I love birthdays. Can you tell? You are very, very welcome. All right. Let's see what messages come through today. You're going out into nature. That's amazing. What a beautiful gift to give yourself. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Love that. First word we have is courage. Perspective. Truth. I had 2 cards that flipped over here, so we'll take both of them. We have patience and responsibility. Woohoo, to nature. Indeed, indeed. Good morning, Karina. How are you? Happy Friday. Oh. We have loving from the inside. The power of self-talk. It's a big one. in your inner guidance system. Okay, getting back to the self. That was the first thing I heard, getting back to self. Sometimes it's what they're showing me is like your GPS system, right? When you're using it in the car and you take a different turn and it says like recalibrating, and they're trying to create a new route. And that's what we have to do in life sometimes. We have to recalibrate ourselves and say, okay, let me get back to self, recalibrate, and, let's try this again. So it's having the courage to understand or know when you need to recalibrate, right? Loving yourself from the inside. And that says, it is a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. Just let that sink in for a second. Giving yourself the gift of your own presence. Each time that you need to recalibrate, it's like coming back to yourself, being one with you, really acknowledging that and tapping into that and knowing that that's a gift, right? It's a different perspective that we don't often look at or consider, that coming back to self, how beautiful that is, how connected that is. That is one of the things, like before I come on and I do these messages for you all, and the channeling, I always ask and spirit to like remove ego and allow me to be the vessel to bring these messages forth, but also being grateful to be in my natural state. The gifts that we bring to the table, the things that we all do, that's our natural state. So to be in that space, it's such an honor. It's a gift, right? That's why I think too, that's why they refer to them as gifts. I like to refer to them as our natural state, as one of my teachers I learned from. But yes, learning the truth about yourself and standing into your truth, acknowledging the power of self-talk. When my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. Sometimes we don't believe in ourselves. So again, when we recalibrate, it's like, okay, let me bring those bits and pieces that I've lost. Let me bring those back home, bringing them back to me, restoring my power, having patience with yourself. We are human beings. We're living this human experience. So we're bound to have ups and downs and trials and tribulations. There's always change. We're always evolving. Different things are happening. But it's our responsibility to be patient with ourselves, to recalibrate and return back to self, utilizing your inner guidance system. And this says, the best answers always come from the calm, radiant place within me. I wait for these with joy and patience. So connecting with that inner guidance system, that's what makes us stronger. That's when it's going to tell us it's time to recalibrate. It's time to come back to self. So beautiful, powerful message right out the gate there. Yes, exactly, Katie. That is our true home. Our true home. Absolutely. All right, let's see what else we get. Oh, oh, oh. All right. I'll choose out of this pile that jumped out. We have communication, curiosity, knowledge, and play. So communication, curiosity, knowledge, and play. Whoa. All right, let's try that again. I got exactly 4 cards here. We have communication, flow, enthusiasm, and radiate. Nice. All right, communication is big here. We got it twice. Communicate, communicate. They're sharing with me this communication is about your communication to yourself. Going back to that previous reading about the power of self-talk. What are you communicating to yourself? What do you share with you? Are they words of kindness? Are they words of somehow putting yourself down? Are they words of motivation? Or are they words of, what are they saying here? Words of like distrust, like not things that make you not trust yourself. What are the kinds of communication? Do you get curious about you? Do you get curious about what your needs are? What's your desires? Adding knowledge into the mix. What knowledge are you feeding yourself? Is it just a lot of loud noise and nonsense? Being mindful of what you're learning. Is it something that's going to help better yourself, or in return, once you better yourself, right, you're able to help others? So this way of communicating, it's a way of flow. And being in that flow of something that's going to serve you, to help you grow, become wiser, kinder, getting excited, getting enthusiasm about wanting to help to elevate yourself, right? Finding that time to play and also radiate, right? The more that we feed ourselves with words of kindness, like I'm sure you've seen that experiment where they have, when we're talking frequencies, right? And you have the 2 glasses of water, and in one water, they're sharing words of like hate or just mean words, right? Just saying it into the water. And then, and the other glass is just words of encouragement and love. And so when you taste the water, there's a difference between the 2 tastes. The one, obviously, that was filled with hate just was horrible, and the other water was great. So it's the same thing of what are we feeding our bodies? What are we allowing in so that we can allow ourselves to experience the enthusiasm, the play, and the radiation? It's all going to stem from the communication. What are you communicating so that you can be in that flow? So Spirit said to really pay attention to that. Hey, JR, how are you? It's been a minute. I hope you are doing good. Happy Friday to you. So good to see you. Yes, thank you, Dolly. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're here. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Hey, Jay, little bro. How are you? Happy Friday to you. We have discipline, trust, inspiration, and there's responsibility again. So discipline, trust, inspiration, and responsibility. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Uh-oh. And we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. And freedom. I possess the power of the free will to create my own happiness. Freedom. The song from George Michael, Freedom. That song is like blaring through my head right now. Freedom. I love that song. Okay. So Spirit sharing that some of you are still like in denial as far as how fabulous you are. And it's time to break that pattern. Get out of that mindset of that unworthiness, because we are all worthy. You are worthy. One of the exercises I love to work with clients is just you taking your hand, putting it over your heart, and saying, "I have value. I am valuable." Say it 3 times. I have value. I am valuable. I have value. I am valuable. And then thank you. Thank yourself. Thank you. Being disciplined in these reminders, right? Believing in yourself, believing in your intuition, believing in the kind person that you are, trusting your journey. The road may not look like what you expected, but you just keep moving forward. You just keep moving forward, trusting the journey and finding your inspiration along the way. And when you get to that crossroad and you're like, I don't know, we have a lot of crossroads, whether they're big ones or little ones, but that will throw us into that state of being indecisive. That's where the trust comes from. That's where you really trust your journey, trust your intuition. Get quiet, get calm, right? Remember from the previous reading, that inner guidance system, checking in with that. Which one am I going to choose? And for whatever the reason you choose, you feel that that's the right decision that you make, then stick with it. And if it turns out to be bumpier than the road that you were just on, that's okay, because there's lessons there that you're going to learn. That's going to bring you to another crossroad, right? Where you make those choices and decisions again. So it's our responsibility to really trust our inner guidance system, to get quiet enough where we can hear those answers that are needed. And sometimes they're not answers. Sometimes it's just more information per se, but it may not give you the exact answer that you're hoping for, but there is guidance that's there. But you have to be listened, right? And the more that we tap into that, the freer that we are to hear what is the next path or road that I'm going to take to create the happiness that I deserve, that I am worthy of. And again, it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So keep that here. Trust in yourself. Get out of this state of denial, in which it says, I acknowledge my fear, right? We acknowledge the fear. We're not going to let us hold us back, though. but you're going to replace it with the insight of awareness. Fear brings awareness. And with that awareness, we have the power to do something about it. So that's that message. All right, let's see what else we get here after I have some coffee. Ooh, wood coffee. Uh-oh. Cards are turned over. Hold on. Too many. Let's try it again. We have strength, intuition, humor, and kindness. Yay. Strength, intuition, humor, and kindness. We have the inner core. Oh, there we go. 2 more cards. We have the growth with plants, and we have adventure, the south. Notice a lot of this is going inner that's coming up here. So yes, your inner core, going back to that inner guidance system, finding the peace, the calm within you, right? That's part of your strength. As the card also indicates, solidity. And when we're able to tap into that, our intuition begins to grow. We have the card of growth here. Also a message of nature, right? Being in nature allows us to really tap into our intuition more, opens us up. So finding that connection to be able to do that, finding ways to make things lighter, right? These are some crazy times we're living in right now. So it's important for us to really tap into that inner guidance system and being able to laugh and find the joys of things that make us happy. So bringing in that humor, being kind and gentle with ourselves, kind and gentle to others. There's just so much happening, and you never know what someone's going through. So someone that may appear to be a nasty person or mean, not justifying that action, but maybe they're really going through something awful. So being able to find that grace, to have that empathy, because you just never know. And opening ourselves up to the joys of our lives, things that we enjoy doing, right? New adventures, the South. South is the fire sign. So there's like the passion, the desires. What is your next adventure for you? And I'm not talking about some grand trip, which honestly, that would be awesome. But, it could be a small little adventure. It doesn't have to be anything major. But doing these things to have fun. Yes, play. Exactly. Katie says play. Hang out with a child and play with them. Get a new perspective of innocence. Yes. So it's important for us to do this for ourselves. Take your inner child out to play. I think mine could use a play date, actually. It's been a minute. So yes, we're going back, and again, Spirit's bringing up, talking about our inner strength and working with that. Okay. Katie says, my in-laws were in local firefighters, and every single one of them would tell you the moment you lose your fear is the moment that fire will get you. So fear does have a healthy awareness for us. Yes, yes. Oh, excellent, Core. Exactly. Don't take others' pain personally. Beautifully said. Yep. Yep. Because it's probably not even about you, you know? Not that it's right for them to like put it all over you, just that, but sometimes that happens. It gets messy. So don't take it personally. Go swing on a swing. Yes. Even though that makes me a little nauseous, the movement now, I don't know, throws my equilibrium off. And I used to love to swing. I used to be one of those kids that would swing super high and then like do the Superman leap off of the swing. Thank God I didn't break anything, but we have happiness and awakening. Yes, it's time to awaken the happiness. Oops, too many cards. Oh, goodness. Come on, cards. Too many flipping over here. Okay, let's try it again. We have balance. You were one of those kids too. Yes, Seascape did it too. Very daring. I love it. So much fun. And we didn't have like all the protective stuff that they have on playgrounds now, right? It was usually if it wasn't on grass, it was a big block of cement that you were jumping off onto. Asphalt, right? That's what they have, like the asphalt. And we have connections. Yeah, we were pretty hardcore. Yum. A lot of bloody knees. First broken bone was as an adult. Yeah, because we did them in so much when we were younger. There we go. Breaking free. Yes. Relaxation. I didn't even get a chance to shuffle the cards here. In contemplation. Interesting. I'm gonna pull one more here. In love. Love. Love the love. All you need is love. Bum, 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 is love. Okay. Yeah. This is an awakening, right? Spirit's given us another message of awakening here about tapping into ourselves so that we can learn how to create our own happiness, right? Let's break free from the stuff that's weighing us down. Okay, if you're a news junkie, maybe like lay off a little bit. Or maybe there's other stuff that just you're kind of addicted to, but it really weighs you down, makes you not feel great. Break free from it, right? Tap more into the happiness. This is an awakening moment, an awakening message. It's time to be happy. Tap into your happiness. It's a fine balance, right? Of bringing that into your life and connecting with yourself and connecting with others that can help you cultivate this happiness. And for some of you, it's going to be contemplation time. Who are you going to surround yourself with to be able to cultivate this happiness? Look at who's in your inner circle. Are these people that you can call and just someone that, that one person that can always make you laugh? Fortunate for me, I have a lot of those people in my life that I can give a call and I know that something they're going to say is going to make me laugh or feel better. And that's what you want to cultivate and bring into your life, the love, more love. Who doesn't want more love? We all want love. Everybody wants to be loved. Even those that feel that they're the grumpiest people around and they're like, oh, bah humbug, and look, they want love too. They're just not going to admit it. So take it, the Spirit's saying, take a check-in, do a check-in. How are you cultivating the happiness? Are you bringing balance into your life with that love, bringing in more love, allowing yourself to also relax? So there, that's that message. We're all reminiscing here. Child Katie says, my bike and I were attached. And Dolly says, I have scars head to toe from skateboarding and biking. Yeah, I did skateboarding for a minute. I wish I would have stuck with that. The thing is, when I got older, well, I first hurt my knee in track. And oh no, that's wrong. I went skiing and I hurt myself. So I had tore some ligaments. At that time, didn't really know that I had tore some ligaments. And then I followed up in high school. I was doing track. Knee got really bad. So then I ended up having surgery, knee surgery, and haven't been right since. And it's interesting because that was the left side, and this whole left side has just gone down. Okay. Let's see what else we get here. Whoops. Seascape says, my sister and I used to jump off the roof onto pillows. Oh my God. That is awesome. I knew a lot of kids that used to jump off the roof. Uh-oh. Come on, cards. There we go. We got two that came out, purpose and celebration. Opportunity. And risk. So celebration, purpose, opportunity, and risk. We have the lizard, dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. We have the porcupine, innocence. Free yourself of guilt and shame. Yes. And the moose, authority. You know what is best for you. Indeed, you do. You do, you do, you do. So pay attention to your dreams and visions. There's messages there. A good thing to do too is to set an intention before you go to sleep at night for your dreams. If there's something that you're trying to work out or understand better, ask for guidance, ask for help during your dreams. Your dreams and your visions, they do serve a purpose, right? There's always, it can provide opportunity for you to learn more about whatever it is that you're setting the intention about. So get excited, celebrate, right? Learn to as we move into things, I think that's one of the things that would be helpful is that we learn to celebrate our small little wins, celebrate um, new things that we're going to get into. The more little celebrations that we can have for ourselves, and that's just about like giving yourself a little pat on the back or a hug or a woohoo. It doesn't mean like you have to go and do a big kind of celebration in that kind of way, but just those little wins that celebrate those and free yourself from the guilt and shame. We have this habit of putting ourselves down when things don't go wrong. Even celebrate those things that maybe didn't turn out the way that they did. And it's like, okay, I'm going to celebrate this because I learned this and I learned that. And now I get to move on to something else that's going to be even bigger and better. So getting excited about that, releasing the guilt and shame. I should have done this. I should have done that. As opposed to harboring on that, focus on what you get to do next. All right. So, and that may feel like a risk for some. Like it's like, okay, it's just a new way of looking at things and doing things. But doesn't it motivate you more? Like if you're looking at someone else and you see someone that's shaming them, like, oh, you should have done that. I'm disappointed in you. You should have known better. Da, da, da. Is that going to make you want to move forward? Right? No, you're going to feel like want to go hide. Or you're looking at someone else going, oh my gosh, you did this, but this is what we learned. The great observation. I like the way that you did that. Even though it didn't work out, I was really impressed with how you came up with all of that. Right? So that makes you want to try something different. So person is you. You are talking to yourself. I don't know what happened there. I disappeared for a second. I don't know if I disappeared for you guys, but it disappeared on my end. Oh, I see. It didn't disappear. I don't know. Anyhow, weird tech stuff. So anyhow, who do you want to be? Who's the person that you want to talk to yourself? You know what's best for you. So talking down to yourself, do you think that's best for you? Or motivating yourself is better? So think about that. That is a biggie, feeling guilty, even if you know you're not responsible. Yeah. Oh, good point. Meditating. Yes. If you fall asleep, meditating, pay attention to the dreams you have. They are part of the answers coming to you from the meditation. Yes. Dolly says, my dreams have been really weird for the last week or so. I have been trying astral projection, and right when I feel like I'm leaving, I end up seeing things really close up, microscopic. Wow, that's fascinating, Dolly. I hope you're writing down your observations. Very cool. You do. You really do, Katie. You have to be your own best friend. Absolutely. Because there's no one else quite like you. All right, and keep an eye on the time. More coffee. Anyone doing anything fun this weekend? I'm just going to finish up get rid of all the stuff from my spring cleaning. So that's my big thing this weekend. And then I'm going to relax. You don't know what you're looking at? Wow. Ooh, Seascape's going to a tamale festival. Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. How fun. You'll have to let us know how it went next week. We have opportunity. I haven't had a tamale in a long time. Yum. Oh, got a couple of cards that flipped over here. Yep. Let me see. I'm going to mix these. It's too many. We have responsibility, gratitude, and I'm going to pull one more. Perspective. Pig out indeed. That sounds amazing. Oh, Katie's doing tamales for the month of May. Look, there we got opportunity again. Opportunity. No, it doesn't want to come out. We have enlightenment and we have courage. So we got opportunity twice. There's always going to be opportunity for us. It all depends on whether we want to be open to it. Do we want to pursue it? It's easy to get really comfortable with where we are and not want to change or do things differently. But sometimes it's necessary. So that's when we need to know when it is necessary, right? It's our responsibility. We're responsible for our own growth, our own happiness, our own enlightenment, right? Finding different ways if we choose to be open to enlightenment. That's going to be what we decide that we pour into ourselves to allow ourselves to grow or to learn. Maybe it's learning something new on YouTube University, or maybe it's taking a class or reading a book, things to help us grow, right? But also being in gratitude. I always put gratitude with everything because that gratitude is what helps us to grow as well. Being in the space that we're in, being grateful for where we are and what we have, and always looking at what we do have versus what we don't. So utilizing that perspective, looking at things in a different way, a different light, as opposed to everything's bad, everything's wrong, wah, 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 what they call it, Debbie Downer, where we're looking at things from a different angle, looking at it in a different way. The things that were necessary that needed to happen in order to bring awareness, point in case, what's happening in our government system. It's not fun. It's awful, all the things that are happening, but we need more people to wake up and need more people to see the evils, the things that are happening. So when we utilize that perspective, we can use it in a way that shines light. But it's also having that courage to look at it differently, the courage to understand things in a different way. So allowing yourself to kind of turn that lens and see and look at it differently. So that's that message. All right. Okay. I am going to read you your message for the weekend and send you beautiful souls on your way. And I think I'm going to read a postcard from Spirit. It's been a minute since we've done that. Oopsie. Uh-oh. I got 3 cards here. I think this one is calling. All right. Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow. And in no time, you'll reach what you have. Let me try that again. And in no time, you'll reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. Love you so very much. Ah, beautiful message. I love that. Yes, trust in the flow, trust your inner guidance system, right? It's so important. Hi, Arlene. No worries. Hi, Ron. Good to see you, big bro. How are you? We are just wrapping up right now. So, trust in the flow of your life. I think that's the perfect message to end today. So, be kind to yourself, be gentle, be patient, right? Be happy and enjoy. Yes. Oh, you're so welcome, Seascape. Thank you all for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you next Friday. All right. Have a great day.